Hello everybody, it's me, TONIK TZW, and I'm back again with a second stream highlight because I promised Chinlarden that I would do this because he did think that it was worthy of a highlight reel. So we have got Land of Fire with Chin in the Implacable, myself in the black, and Full Potato Jack in the Friesland. It's been a while since we've played with FPJ, but we're glad to have him along on the stream last night for a few games. It didn't start well, but we ended up breaking even on a 50-50 for wins and defeats over 10 games. But we spawn across here on C-Cap. We are the only two destroyers in the team, and we make the decision very early on that we're going to push straight into this cap, and as we are the only destroyers, we'll then turn in for B, and then as long as we can secure those two capture points, then we can split and do whatever is necessary to support the team. And that was a sort of a plan that that worked out very well for us and worked out very well for the team, because the majority of them just seemed content with sitting back at the map and just doing everything at long range, and we didn't really feel the need to do a lot ourselves. But as we push in towards C, FPG has got a full AA build on that Friesland, so I'm kind of staying close enough to him to stay in his umbrella. We know there's a Khabarovsk scout there, and that the Khabarovsk is in division with their Lexington, and he's not really going to do a lot for red team at all. We get the ZF6 spotted across on B cap, so we know where both their destroyers are now, because obviously the Kaba is going to spawn with the carrier at the back of there, and the ZF6 is in the middle. So with those two identified and not quite taken care of yet, but we'll deal with them later when we get to them, we sail in, we double cap this one, and then we are going to push straight through into B, as was the original plan. Now, although we are calling for fire onto that ZF6, nobody wants to take a shot. We spot the Surrey coming in our direction, and we are going to just put some torpedoes across there, drop the smoke screen, and then try and lay some fire on. We do have a Brandenburg with us, and I'm guessing he's one of the lucky few that dropped a crap ton of doubloons on the gold traces, because as we play through this game, I noticed that there was dare I say it, there was a complete golden shower going on with some of the targets that were in range of him, and it was quite formidable to watch. I didn't have God knows how many doubloons it was for the gold traces, but I must admit, and everybody who's seeing that now has to admit, that it does look quite pretty. And having put the torpedoes out towards that Surrey, and the Surrey wanting to bow tank the Brandenburg, he opens himself up completely to a broadside and disappears back to port at a rapid rate of knots. I think I dare say he went back to port quicker than he actually sailed towards the cap. The Vanguard is out there. Chin is giving him some bother with torpedo bombers. We know that the Kaba is still across there. We aren't going to bother with him. We aren't going to bother with him at all. This is about getting the advantage for the team, pushing into this cap, and getting this one turned in our favour as well. But as you'll see, there's absolutely nothing happening over on A cap apart from a big old circle jerk of battleships. State normal, dare we say. Now, we already know where the two destroyers are, so all those battleships should pretty much know between them that they could have pushed A cap, and with safety in numbers, which is all I can guess that they're doing at the moment. You know, if I stick with these other four battleships, then he can't torpedo all of us and I might survive. Yeah, that's, I think, the battleship mentality for the majority of these standard games at the moment. But the guys now is just going for a YOLO. You'll notice that I'm not even bothering to fire my guns because I don't want to start getting hit from his secondaries. FPGA, on the other hand, he's got a target spotted, and he's banging out some shots as Chin takes care of the vanguard. So Mr. Cabba is out there on his own now. And as we're coming up to getting this second cap secured, as the Gneiss now sails off, our Massachusetts is going to learn the hard way when if a Gneiss now is running you down, that perhaps you don't want to be in range of him, because it all goes horribly wrong for him. Now we've got, I think it's a Jean Bart, we've got the Iowa out there. I think it might actually be two Jean Barts, and I think they're in Division 2, and they're sat doing their Jean Bart thing just at the back of a map, bow tanking the battleships that are at the other end of the cap, which are bow tanking the two Jean Barts that are at their end of the map. And you just get that endless cycle, don't you, where nobody wants to move and everybody just wants to try to shoot at each other from a distance. It's a shit tactic, and it often never works. Now Chin and FPGA have headed off to take care of that Cabba, now that his friend has been removed from the map, and they are then going to progress and go for the carrier too, because while he's bothering those, he's not bothering anybody else on the map, but blue team don't seem to be aware of that. I notice that the Iowa is pushing round this way, and while he can't see me yet, I decide to get a few shots across the top. Now, he isn't shooting at me there, he's actually shooting at the cruiser that's behind me. But he can see me now, but I'm just going to keep shooting. And you think, you know, I might get a kill out of this if I keep the guns on. But you'll notice at the top left-hand corner of the minimap, there's a Nagato out there. He's been out there since the bloody start. I don't know what his contribution to the game is so far. He's probably just been trading blows with those two Jean Barts. But we get fires onto this guy. Everybody else then decides that they want a piece, but Mr. Nagato saves his shot for the perfect moment, and just as we're about to knock this guy out of the water, here come the shells from the Nagato, whipping in and plump to take the kill. So yeah, well done Nagato. That was a huge effort. And excuse my telephone for beeping there. Again, I forgot to put it on silent. But we've got two caps. We know there's a ZF6 out there, and I'll give him his due. He's having quite a good game of it, because that Nagato gets his just desserts for kill sniping, because the ZF6 just takes him off the map with a full salvo of torpedoes. So I guess that's what you get, eh? Karma, just desserts. And he is back staring at the port screen as well. Now, this is just a complete riot for the three of us in this division, because we're just sailing around doing our own thing. We didn't really have any plan apart from take control of the map and keep control of the map, which is exactly what we're doing. And I got so excited, and I do this on a couple of occasions in the black, I forget that I have radar, and that will become apparent a little bit later on. But we can see that this JB is around the corner to us. His matey boy is round there with him. They've been holding hands behind that island, but now they realise the game is up. There is the two of them and a destroyer, and where there is nothing in front of them to bow tank anymore, the only other thing a JB can do is run away very fast. And they are heading for the back of the map with their tail between their legs, still pretty much full health, but let me reassure you that they are not going to stay that way for long. Now, I noticed my perceptive indicator switches, and I go to ping the map. As I ping the map, the guy appears right in front of me. So we get some shots off, we turn to bring our guns on, and we start laying the fire into him. And he smokes up. Once I drop detection, then I am going to hit my repair, stay away from those torpedoes, and I continue to blind fire as smoke. Like I said, I completely forgot the fact that I had radar there. So we trade a little bit of paint with, I think it's a York from our team, and as I'm turning round, I thought, I went, oh, hang on a second, I've got a consumable down there. I've got radar. Why don't I use that? So we push towards the smoke screen. We're expecting torpedoes again. But as we run here, we get them lit up and we get some shots on it. Now, it's a very short radar, but we managed to get some shots in towards him. And the York behind us does a very good job of getting his guns on. And I don't know if it was a blind fire or if he managed to get the shots on just before he disappears, but he takes care of the ZF6 as well. And now the JBs are all on their lonesome. And I know a lot of people don't like people saying baguette boats, but when you've got two tactics, and I know players who play the JB very, very, very well. This isn't one of them. A, I don't know this guy, and B, I don't feel he plays it very well at all. But he is now the centre of attention, and as you can see, the Brandenburg secondaries are going completely golden shower on this guy too. Now, sadly, we're going to lose that Brandenburg shortly, which is a little bit disappointing because it was funny just keeping stuff spotted while remaining undetected and watching those secondaries just go completely bonkers on every ship that was within range. But that guy picks up a clear sky. I think Stu in the Friesland picked up a clear sky hours ago. And I think I remember him saying he had 40 or more planes shut down. So their carrier really could do nothing to help his team. But we are feeling just pretty brave and impervious, and this John Bard is running round, A, with his hair on fire, and B, like a headless chicken. He doesn't know where to turn, he doesn't know where to fire, he's getting something from every direction, and Chin drops in and picks up the kill in the carrier, and that ended the laughter. So no massive high damage scores, no ridiculous amount of kills between us, but just a complete set of hilarity, fun and joviality as we take it to Red Team. So I hope you've enjoyed that replay. A little bit of a laugh and a little bit of humour in the game just to put some sweetness onto all the salt we normally get. But thanks for watching. Please do hit that subscribe button and I'll see you next time. Until then, goodbye.